afternoon, and welcome to this powerful press conference. As Senator Rice mentioned, my name is Ryan Haygood. I lead the New Jersey Institute for Social Justice. I'm joined by my team, a dynamic team, a majority women of color team of some of the fiercest social justice advocates. I know many of them are in the room today, and it's their work that helped to make this day possible. I'm so proud to stand along with my team and these courageous legislators, Senators Rice, Cunningham, Singleton, Assemblymembers Sumter, Timberlake, Carter, and Reynolds-Jackson, our United Black Agenda Coalition, Bishop Chip Stokes, Pastor David Jefferson, People's Organization of Progress, and many partners to introduce this bill creating the Reparations Justice Task Force. New Jersey needs this task force to finally take responsibility for its role in America's original sin and to design a system of liberation to address that enduring legacy. You all know that 400 years ago, black people arrived as captives in Jamestown, Virginia. Today, 400 years after Jamestown, the system of oppression that emerged from slavery right here in New Jersey shapes every aspect of modern life in the Garden State. With black folks here confronting some of the worst racial disparities in this country. These racial disparities are deeply rooted in slavery in New Jersey. New Jersey opposed the Emancipation Proclamation, and it opposed the Reconstruction Amendments, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th Amendments. New Jersey was the last northern state to abolish slavery. New Jersey was the first northern state to restrict voting to white men. This was the same year that it prohibited people with criminal convictions from voting. As it was designed in 1844, New Jersey today suppresses the voting rights of more than 102,000 people in prison, on parole, or on probation. That's a population larger than the capital city of Trenton, in which we stand now. Almost half of those who've lost their voting rights because of a criminal conviction are black, though black folks make up just 15% of New Jersey's overall population. The racism in New Jersey's criminal justice system is directly imported by design into the franchise, such that today New Jersey denies the right to vote to more black people than were prohibited from voting prior to the passage of the 15th Amendment in 1870. To be clear, there is absolutely no reason, no rehabilitative or public safety or other reason to deny the fundamental right to vote to anyone with a criminal conviction in the past, now, or ever. Voter suppression animated by racism is the only purpose served. By design, black folks in New Jersey begin to experience this racism very young. Indeed, just 2 years after the Civil War, New Jersey opened its first youth prison for boys. It's called Jamesburg. It recently celebrated its 152nd anniversary. Today, by design, black children in New Jersey are 30 times more likely to be in prison than white kids, even though black and white kids commit most offenses at the same rate. This is the highest racial disparity in the country. As a result, in a state of more than 9 million people, just 8 white kids are in prison. By design, in the state of more than 9 million people, just 8 white kids are in prison. And all this happens at a staggering cost of nearly $300,000 to incarcerate each kid each year. Can you imagine the good that could be done in a kid's life with an investment of $300,000 a year? And last, also by design, black people in New Jersey are overwhelmingly separated from the prosperity in the Garden State. New Jersey is one of the wealthiest states in America. It's here that, to Senator Cunningham's point, the median net worth for white families is $309,000, the highest in America. But by design, by sharp, staggering, really shameful contrast, the median net worth for New Jersey's Latino families is just $7,020. 400 years after Jamestown, the median net worth for black families in New Jersey is $5,900. Put differently, New Jersey's black families, 400 years after Jamestown, Virginia, have 1.9 cents for each dollar in wealth that the average white family has. It is, to be sure, shameful and a sobering reality that these 4 centuries later, after black folks arrived in Jamestown, Virginia, the legacy of slavery endures powerfully here in New Jersey. Indeed, there is a direct line from slavery to each of New Jersey's racial disparities. To address these racial disparities, we must begin with the key understanding they were designed, reinforced, and perpetuated by a legal system of oppression. These are not functions of individual failures. And so for us, our charge is to build a system of liberation, also by design. So for that reason, I'm excited to stand with partners to create today by legislation the Reparations Task Force to do just that. New Jersey must pass this legislation in this lame duck session to begin to redress these generational harms. Looking at New Jersey finally taking responsibility for its role in American slavery, and to make targeted, comprehensive, and sweeping policy recommendations, and to make deep and reparative investments in communities impacted by the legacy of slavery. Finally, while this must pass in the lame duck, there are things that New Jersey must also do right now in this lame duck session, including passing legislation to restore the right to vote to all people with criminal convictions, those in prison, those on probation, and those on parole. Our job will not be done until we disentangle voting from this broken criminal justice system altogether. Secondly, New Jersey must also pass in this lame duck session the Youth Justice Transformation Act to close New Jersey's failed youth prisons and invest $100 million in communities most impacted by youth incarceration. It's our view collectively that in passing these laws now, New Jersey will finally make meaningful steps toward repairing the harm that visits us even now from slavery in New Jersey. This task force is key to that, and I'm thankful to be here. 400 years, no doubt, is enough. Thank you for standing with us.